I paused. I leaned closer and peeked through the blinds. Parked directly in front of our house was a car. It wasn't running. It wasn't pulling up. It had clearly been there a while. The only light was the faint white glow of its daytime LED strips, the kind that stay on even when the engine is off. I didn't recognize the car. It was some dark-colored sedan, windows slightly tinted. It wasn't in front of a driveway, just sitting along the curb, directly in front of our house. Our street doesn't get through traffic. If you're here for someone. I stepped back from the window and turned off the hallway light so I could see better without being seen. Then I crept closer again, ducking low beneath the bottom of the window frame. The blinds were still closed, but I lifted one gently with 2 fingers. The man in the driver's seat was staring straight ahead. Not at the house, just forward, blank. I couldn't see his face clearly, not in detail, but I could make out the outline of his head. Short hair. Still, eyes pointed straight toward the front of the car. His hands weren't on the wheel. He wasn't moving, just sitting there like he had been frozen that way. I stayed crouched. My knees started to hurt, but I didn't move. Something about the way he wasn't doing anything felt worse than if he had gotten out. Then I saw it. A faint flicker, the light of a phone screen lighting up the inside of the car for a few seconds. He was using his phone. That's when I moved. I backed away from the window slowly, staying low. I turned and walked down the hall, ducking past each window like I was sneaking around in a movie. When I reached the top of the stairs, I double-checked that the front door was locked. Then I checked the back. Then the garage. Every door, every window, locked, curtains drawn, blinds shut. I made sure of it. I stood in the kitchen, heart beating fast, listening for anything. Footsteps, movement, an engine starting. Nothing. At 12:48, my phone buzzed in my pocket. It was a call, no caller ID. I let it ring once, twice. I didn't answer. It stopped on its own after the 3rd ring. No voicemail. I walked quietly back up to the front bedroom and crawled onto the carpet. I stayed low, crawled to the window again, and peeked through the blinds. He was still there, but this time he was looking up. At the house. His face was partially lit by the glow of his phone screen again. It wasn't aimed at him, it was tilted downward in his lap, but the light gave enough away. He was staring up, not at the window directly, but toward the 2nd floor. My floor. I dropped the blind. I lay flat on the carpet, the kind of flat where you can feel your heart in your chest. A minute later, my phone rang again. No caller ID. I didn't answer. I stayed there on the floor,